Welcome back to Vigor. It's your boy Stealth Jet, and I'm back in the mix. As you can clearly see, we're getting into it on Batterie Snodekt. And as we all know, the ADR and this map, in my opinion and in my experience, mesh wonderfully. But guess what? I'm not taking an ADR 97 out on this map. I'm not even taking the MP5K out on this map. You just seen, I'm taking an AUR A1 instead. Because I want to try something different, right? I want to see how well the AUR A1 actually is. Now, the difference between the A1 and the Para is that the Para has the same ammunition as an MP5. The A1 has the same ammunition as the H-Bar-T. So you're trading off the scope of the H-Bar-T for, I guess, the mid-range capacity of the A1. And seeing as how this map is pretty much all mid-range, except for like the sides, that's pretty long range, I'm gonna see how I fare in this encounter. So where do we spawn at? Near the house. The yellow house. And somebody spawns to the left of me, and somebody spawns to the right of me. When I say to the right, I mean in that little housey section, in the section where all the houses are. So I waste no time. I'm trying to be quicker about things too. Playing Hunt Showdown made me realize I am a little bit slow. So I'm going to try to do things a little bit quicker here. Quicker than usual. And we're going to start off by being on our looting BS. Now, first thing that happens, comm station. And so I'm like, okay, that's probably the guy who spawned near the housing area, the town where all the vehicles are at. And right here I'm actually muting my TV because I forgot to do so. Now, onwards and upwards with the encounter. I'm thinking, if the guy just hit the comm station that is over here, what would I do next if I were him? Detector. And so I'm looking over that rock that little cliff face right there, and I'm thinking, can I climb it? And sure enough, I take the risk. Not really risk, I take the chance. And I climb the freaking rock. Also, I'm doing this because it gives me a nice little overwatch position over the entire town area. And you see right there, that antenna is spinning. So he hasn't used it yet. He may use it, he may not. I don't know. But if he does, and he comes over that ridgeline to try to hunt me down, I'll see him long before he sees me. Because right now, I'm just looking back, and I'm like, if he comes up over that ridge, all I gotta do is hide behind a rock. And boom. You know? So I'm entering into this house, right? Now I'm like, dang, maybe he already looted everything. He didn't. Well, he might have did, but he left that picture right there. And so I do one more final visual sweep, and I missed that little white dot to my right. Don't worry, I see it. And I'm like, bruh, where is this cash at? I don't even know where it's at. KB3, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I had to give up my treasure hunter title because I have no idea where that's at. Matter of fact, if you know where this is at, like the video. But I choose the more fun alternative of hunting down a buried cache. I don't know where it's at. Why not answer the phone? Y'all seen the lobby. It's not too dangerous, except for one guy with the SVU and another person with the H-Bar-T. So I'm like, you know what? Let me put on my gray Air Force Ones. Not my black ones. I don't got black Air Force Ones. I got gray ones. Let me put on my gray Air Force Ones and see about this duel. Because obviously the guy wants smoke, right? He picked up the phone knowing that there's a H-Bar-T, SVU, and an A1, me, in the encounter. So obviously he wants smoke. And right now I'm just tracking like a bull to the color red. Heading straight towards him. And taking a moment just to check my map and see where he's at. And in a moment, you're going to see He's actually right there at that comm station. Now, why is he deciding to hit a comm station knowing he's marked? I have no idea. But in just a moment, I'm going to zoom in so you can see him. He is right there. Cue the Ocelot duel music. And so, with that phone duel over with, what's next on my list? Picture? Maybe, if I knew where it was at. But here's what I want y'all to notice about that. I'm not saying I'm the best aggressive hunter. I mean, if you want to see an aggressive hunter, look at the MGV176 video. That was not done by me, number one. Number two, the guy who does that video, I actually played with. So, maybe it's rubbing off on me, I have no idea. My next move is flashing right there in front of me. That's a guy with a KK. And it sounds like he just killed somebody. No, they're still fighting actually. Actually, no, that's probably not a KK. It's something like heavy, I know that much. No, my bad, that's an HPRT. I had to go back and like research in the back of my head about the sounds of different weapons. Anyways, that's an HPRT. And if I had to choose between a guy with an HPRT and a guy with an AKM, I'm choosing a guy with the HPRT to win. So if I kill the guy with the HPRT, I'll get, obviously, an HPRT and the remains of the guy that he just killed. Remember, each series of gunshots either means somebody died, somebody spotted somebody else, and they're going to get into a long gunfight. You can go in there and watch them. Or they're taking pot shots at somebody they've seen running across their screen. Those are the three reasons why I think people like shooting this game. I could be wrong, your mileage may vary. So you see me just fail at the buried cache. Like, I've given up on that thing already. I have no idea where it's at. Like I said, like the video if you know where that buried cache is at, because I really have no clue. What's next on my list? Predicting the guy's movement. The guy with the HPRT. But then this sort of tower goes off. And I'm like, bro, where is it at? But then it hits me. It's over here in this direction. So I'm like, okay, maybe I should see somebody going across my screen.
The plane is coming. Prepare to fight for the airdrop.
And also notice the container right there too. And yeah, before you say anything, I see dude. I see him. And I'm thinking, could I pull off that same MP5 headshot that I did from before? The difficulty is this. We're not on the same elevation. That is the difficulty. But this guy's no slouch. He seen me up there. And I'm guessing it was because I had my weapon out. He seen the barrel of my A1 poking over that rock, and so he decided to take some shots at me. Well played to that man. And I take a bit of return fire too, and I end up hitting him a little bit. Or I say a little bit. I hit him once, so that's like 23% of his health gone. Supposedly, if the base damage stat is right, or how I'm reading it is right in the game. Now, what is he going to do? He's going to peace out. He's going to head for that airdrop. And so, I'm like, bruh, I want your H-bar T. I want that weapon. And I also want everything on your body. So I'm going to actually chase you down. I'll live up to my namesake in two ways. One, running across the map for an exit. Or two, well, not really two, but for the first time ever on this channel, you will see me running somebody down. And no, right? Crazy. Stealthy Jet engages their afterburners to hunt down and destroy an enemy. And you see, this is how I know he's going for an airdrop. He's running in this general direction where the airdrop is at. Why else would he be running in this direction? So I'm going to gain some more, well, lose some seconds on him because I like to loot stuff. But that's fine. Because if I were him, and I know I'm being chased, why not use a detector to lure my hunter to me at the detector? And then I'll go around somewhere else. The art of relocation, it works both ways. Go around somewhere else and wait for them to come investigate. And in this situation, them is me. I am the one who's actually at a disadvantage. Because I'm hunting his last known location, and he's seen where I was at. He can put two and two together and think, okay, he's going up the coast, or he's going to come right here to investigate me. But then there's a mortar strike going on. Now, why would there be a mortar strike going on? To cover somebody's footsteps, or to suppress somebody else? And so I run over here to this ridge. Just to see what the hell is going on. The mortar strike done stopped. Now, I'm not even going to lie to you. That was a difficult shot to make. That was a real difficult shot to make. And not because of the scope. The scope is fine. It's the draw distance. Y'all seen how he was fading in and out of the ether. Y'all seen that. But he happened to be still long enough for me to take one, not really like a warning shot, but more like a ranging shot. And then I put my scope down a little bit more, and then I hit his head. This is why I aim higher than usual, because I take into account bullet drop. Now I'm going to do a smart thing and use my PSD, and turns out I'm alone. My prize is the SVU. Am I mad at that? No. And so I'm going to take the nearest exit because I should have no ghosts coming after me. None. But yeah. Now, I did see the guy running up here. That was the guy with the airdrop, because as you seen, the airdrop was stealth. So, that was obviously him. The guy that I killed was like visually tracking him with his SVU. And it just so happened that his body, his like irregularly shaped body, happened to be on a square hood of a truck. Once I seen that, I'm like, yo, that's a person. And so I pulled the trigger twice and boom. Right? Whenever I shoot somebody in this game, it's either one of three reasons. One of these three reasons. One, I can surefire get a headshot. Two, I do it because I want to show them that I'm not afraid of them. Like, for example, if I'm getting an airdrop and I'm running away, I'll turn around and hit them about 2 or 3 times and then keep running. Or 3 is because they spotted me and I have no choice but to engage. I have no choice but to engage. Anyways, The AUR-A1, perfect for mid-range. It's actually really, really, really accurate when you're standing when you're on one knee. Like you seen, I shot guy underneath a guardrail and killed him. Um, this is a good weapon. Now, what I take if I had a choice between H bar T and A1, H bar T. I'm sorry, H bar T. That thing is basically a sniper rifle with an assault rifle's body. I did a stress test on that too. Check it out, and it's in my Vigor playlist. But I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Until next time, peace.